So we're here today at 215 Main Street, and I'm super excited to check it out because it's been about a month since I've really seen anything. I've seen a ton of pictures. Brian, you've been keeping me in the loop on a lot going on, but it's been about 11 months since we bought it, and kind of a lot has happened behind the scenes in 11 months, right?
Yeah, we've been through the ringer and back. So it's looking good. We're to the point where we're making selections, finishes are going in. There's a couple big things we have left to figure out, but other than that, we're looking right on time for a April opening. So there's just a couple little delays that we're still waiting on, but as long as those things come through in time, we should be good.
So we'll kind of walk through downstairs, we'll check out Lodge, right? Go into Slice, we'll take a peek at the Speakeasy, and then it's definitely been a minute since I've seen upstairs where the Airbnb, the lofts are gonna be. So we'll kind of get like a full picture of what we're dealing with up there. And I know there's delays, and I know that it's been some time, but I feel like now we're really moving. Okay, it's looking good in here.
Getting there.
Looking really good. There's already so much going on between the floors, the herringbone, the brick. I think doing something like a soft bar top, like, are you opposed to a cement? Or is that just kind of like the upkeep on that would be crazy?
Yeah, I think, how about we go with a granite that is gray. And
so you're saying no to cement?
Yes.
Why?
Because that's a lot of work.
Okay, so we'll make a decision on that. Bar stools?
They are brown leather.
Okay. I'm really liking
Same
the
as
vibe
Ocala
of
location, basically.
the browns and the warms and the leather. I think it's definitely, it's lodgy, it's masculine.
Our speakeasy is a 1920s authentic themed speakeasy. There'll be an upscale cocktail lounge back there. We'll also have appropriate food to the time era as well.
Well, if this isn't very speakeasy-esque, this is...
That's the whole idea. So it's a very low ceiling here, but when we looked at it, we're like, what do we do? And the reason why is actually this is two separate buildings. That is one building there, this is another building here, and then they combine the two buildings at some point in time
How does
together.
your neck feel? How does your neck feel?
I need a massage.
Saturday.
So they combined the two buildings together, what used to be an alleyway, and that's where we are now. But when they did that, they left this really awkward short thing, and I can't stand up now.
You cannot. And I was originally
So
thinking... I was originally thinking Willy Wonka vibes, but now I see like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Well, it's meant to be a speakeasy tunnel. Like at the end of the tunnel, there's a speakeasy.
I think someone's gonna have a lot of fun after 3 beers walking through your tunnel.
I try to go with a historical feel, mosaic, small tiles, something that fits the 20s speakeasy era, and yeah, I think it came out perfect.
Can I make a suggestion? I definitely like I know we have some of the darker wood in Lodge. I feel like in here, typically when you think speakeasy and you're thinking like so much heavy wood and the leathers, like with Anti-Monopoly, we went a different route. In here, I'm thinking like lighter woods, like maybe we don't go darker on the stain. Were you planning on going darker?
No.
Okay, because that's a very pretty stain, like just as it is. But instead of bringing in like dark browns, what if we brought in like some gold lighting sconces, like on the wall? Maybe like along this here, mirrors. Are you smiling because you already have that in your brain? Or you already ordered stuff and it's not back?
I'm smiling because I already have everything.
Bought?
Yes.
And is it gold?
We have spray paint.
Is it not gold?
No, it's not gold.
Okay, so we're gonna spray paint gold. I just am thinking okay, let me hear.
I have the large chandelier that matches over there. I have one extra one of those. It could be spray painted gold.
I don't love that. I love that for there. I don't love that for in here.
Okay, so we have that large chandelier that goes right there, and then we have a couple other lights up in the ceiling, but very little. This is all going to be black walls, very dark, velvet, green or purple or whatever couching, and then the bar stools. Very, very dark.
Okay. I don't love that either. Are they doing green tile over there?
I'm not sure what's happening right now.
Can we ask? Do you want me to ask or do you want to ask?
So,
It appears to
before
be
we say anything, remember, there is a curtain that goes there that separates these two rooms.
With green tile on the floor.
I'm not sure what that is.
Let's
go
ask.
see.
Let's ask. I'm not sure. I'm like all for whatever has to work because I understand it's like a transitional piece. Is it possible to do something maybe black that blends a little bit more?
Yeah, I was trying.
Well, you got to remember the grout right there, Corinne, is red.
The grout is red.
Yes.
I would still
We're
do
going
black.
extreme.
I don't think that the red, I don't know, is this an aqua or is this like a green?
Yeah, kind of, yeah, emerald or whatever, yeah.
So
I mean, I think that
this is a curtain.
I think if it's up to me, we would probably not be open by Bike Week just because it takes me so long to make decisions because I want things to look a certain way. And Brian can be, you know, game time decision. We're between this type of countertop or this one, boom, we're going this one. I need to see and visualize the whole process. So,
I'm a little bit more direct.
yes.
So.
I would do either like a
Let's do
wood,
the wood.
or white.
Let's take that down. Let's take one of those tiles from in there, the main floor tile. Let's rip it down on the edges, and then you just need two of them. Cut it where it matches. So it'll be one tile, and rip it down so it fits in there. And then the grout on that, though, will be the same grout we're doing in here. Yes. The grout from there on will be our red grout.
I just think that with the wood trim around this bar, wood trim around this, like that'll look really, really pretty. But listen, you did a great job. You did a great job.
This is going to be Slice. Slice is a little pizza joint, and in Slice you can order pizza by the slice and pizza by a full pie. So it's super small,
Order
super
window.
simple. You walk in through the door, you got a serving bar, serving line.
Okay.
We'll have a tiled back wall there as well. Then we have our pizza oven, pretty straightforward.
So walk in, order, where do they sit after they order?
So there will be a couple tables in here, like a little dry bar against the wall there.
Okay,
We'll
I like
have two
that.
tables outside on the patio here as well, just a little two tops. And then other than that, it's really meant to go, you know, fast service. They can also order pizza in any of our other places from this room as well.
Okay.
So it's all still one business. It's all still, we just have the multi-concepts. So you want to go check out upstairs and see what we got going on up there?
upstairs. I'm very excited for upstairs. The Airbnbs are like my favorite part. I love this too, but
Let's go do it.
you want to go this way?
Sure.
I think that just in general, during like spring break and the summer months, people are a lot more likely to travel. So definitely wanting to get those Airbnbs done and wrapped up and available to get on the rental market, but also having the restaurant locked and loaded. I feel like just this area is kind of busy year round. It's not like there's any slow season, but we're really shooting for like spring break into the summer months in this area to be busy. Upstairs, we've got several Airbnb units that can either be for short-term rental use. We're potentially looking into doing some longer-term rentals, but upstairs is going to be a really cool, unique stay opportunity.
This is our second floor. This is lofts on Main. This is our common area. We got 4 units over here on the north side of the building. On the south side of the building, we have 2 units. So it's going to be multi-use, or I guess mixed use. Obviously, we have the commercial establishments downstairs. Up here, we have our multifamily and our Airbnb concept.
All right, so first unit.
So this unit and the next 2 units are all basically the same. So these are going to be our studios, short-term rentals. With this room here, basically we have a full kitchen, small kitchenette kitchen.
Right.
You got a dining room, living room space, and your studio space. Everything is super industrial, modern. Our floors actually get delivered today.
Okay,
But the
I was going to
floor-
ask about that.
Yeah, the floors are supposed to be arriving today.
I agree. Cool. All right, let's take a stroll down this shining hallway.
Let's do it. And then we come into our fourth short-term rental. Maybe there's 2 more short-term rentals, who knows, but right now those are gonna be apartments. But we come into this space here, which is gonna be our highlighted spot. If you Google Downtown Leesburg, Florida, it brings you to our address.
That's really cool.
So that corner right there, this building is in that, and you have that view of a downtown.
I mean, this is definitely, out of all of the units, the premium spot, I would say. Casey and I had talked about, like, we're gonna theme all of the rooms differently, and we've got those pinned down. This one, I think we're gonna kind of it's gonna be like the history of Leesburg room. We're not gonna call it that, but I feel like this is gonna be the Main Street room. I think that we need to keep this room as much of a theme of the history of Leesburg as possible. So when it came to Leesburg for our next location for kind of hospitality and restaurants, we've gotten so much interesting feedback, wouldn't you agree, just from like friends and family. We already live in the small town of Ocala, Florida, so to bring it even smaller here in Lake County with the city of Leesburg, why did you pick Leesburg?
Coming to Leesburg, we just saw a lot of opportunity, really. When we look at downtown Leesburg, we see Ocala and its growth about 5 years ago. And being in early rather than late is going to be key. We're just trying to get ahead of the rush, and I think we're just in time.
All right, so it's been like a month since I've been here. I know there's been a lot of things that have happened. I've been getting texts, some updates from Brian, but do you wanna go kind of walk through and see what's going on in person?
Let's go check it out.
All right, let's do it. All right, so definitely some things have taken place over the last several weeks. You have been busy. So black granite countertops is kind of what we've selected. Those are going in today?
Yeah, so he's actually on the way right now. He should be here within the hour to start installing all the countertops.
Okay, I know that we kind of toyed around with a couple ideas of like a lighter color, but I think the black is gonna look really good. It's gonna kind of tie in like the different textures that we have going on. So it's gonna look sweet. What about the cushion tops?
Let's go check it out.
Okay. Wow.
I know.
And so here they are, a very subtle crocodile print. These turned out really good.
I think they came out great.
How's the comfort? Like, what do you give it on a scale from 1 to 10?
Maximum.
Really?
10.
How are your knees?
Great.
Okay, can you see yourself eating a plate of chicken wings and chugging a beer here?
Soon.
I think I'm big on the guest experience and trying to see what they see from their point of view. Like, can we imagine ourselves sitting here with our kids and, you know, just to think about the experience of ordering through a kiosk, like, how do you think that's going to be received by the community?
So first off, they have other opportunities. They don't have to order through a kiosk. There is a order window as well and a pickup window. If they don't want to go pick their food up, that's fine. There's also a food runner that will bring the food back out. So
Gotcha.
The experience isn't that much different. It's creating a self-serve atmosphere on the actual floor out here itself. We can go check out the kiosk if you want to go see it.
Yeah, I kind of want to like walk through and see what they would see.
So we'll have 2 kiosks here. This is all your self-ordering. So say there's a little bit of a line or whatever to order, you can have 2 people ordering at once.
Okay.
This will be another POS system here. This is not self-order. This will be facing into here, which there will be the worker taking the orders as well. So we can have 3 people taking their orders at once.
So I like the idea. I think that we're seeing it more and more in a restaurant setting, but why do you feel like this is a whole new thing that started with the restaurants? Is this easy kiosk ordering?
It's honestly not by choice. It's by adapting to environments around us with inflation and everything else going on. It is very expensive to run these establishments. A lot of the margin has disappeared, and to make these things still successful and run and operate, like it or not, you gotta adapt and change, and this is what it really is coming to.
Speaking of quick, let's go check out Slice, because I feel like Slice is gonna be our quickest concept.
For sure.
All right, cool,
Let's go
let's
check it
go
out.
look. Okay, so we have Slice, or what will be. It's looking really good. I like that the way that the grout turned down, it does not look pink. I think, what are we thinking for this wall? Like, do you have any idea of what we would like to do? Are we thinking a mural on this wall, or are you wanting to paint something? What are your thoughts?
Yeah, we're definitely gonna do some kind of vinyl decal wrap.
Okay. I know this, like, go with me on this for a second, but I feel like for the younger group, like if you go to a place that has like this photo op spot, like kind of what we have with the Feed Me Tacos and Tell Me I'm Pretty at Cantina, I feel like you could almost do some type of like a feature wall or something that would be like Instagrammable.
For sure.
That is a word.
That'll be for you to figure out.
Okay. So maybe some type of like framed artwork here, but on this large wall here, we're definitely thinking like some type of like
maybe black and white Leesburg, like old historical picture, black and white wrapped on the wall.
We could do something like that. I feel like the speakeasy, it would be cool to have something like specific to Leesburg in the speakeasy.
Well, we have the perfect thing for that. And we've
Okay.
even went to the point of changing our name of the speakeasy because of what we found historical based on this building.
I like that. Any type of history that we can tie in, I think that not being residents of Leesburg coming into the city, people would really appreciate any tie-in that we have with these businesses. I know you just mentioned you had some type of like really cool artwork idea. Let's go check out the speakeasy just to kind of see where we're up with that.
Cool, let's go check it out.
Okay. Okay, so I know that we've done a couple things in here, but it seems like we haven't done as much in the speakeasy as we have in other parts of the building. But
Well, we have. It's just very simplistic. Not much really to do in here.
I like that we went with more of like the gold accents than the browns and the black. Light-wise, I think the chandelier turned out great, looking gold. I was just thinking more of a lighter feel than so much of like the heavy woods and the dark browns and blacks. But I'm really happy with the color that you selected for the couches.
Yeah, for sure. I think it's all going to come together very nice and be a good, relaxing place for people.
I think people are going to really like that, once they find out the speakeasy's here, that actually has a lot to do with the history of Leesburg. How did you, what are the chances that you even find something like that? How'd you find it?
Just searching historical stuff in downtown Leesburg, came across a picture from the late 20s, early 30s, somewhere in there. It was actually a sign out front called Burns Drug Store. This whole building was Burns Drug Store at the time. And back in the day, and it actually says a Walgreens agency.
That's so cool.
So as I mentioned earlier, and as you know, last week we had some pretty exciting news. We officially closed on another purchase where we're basically rounding out owning the rest of the block here, and it is going to be a massive project.
I can't wait to see it. We're just creating this whole BWC block over here. I love it.
Let's go check out the block.
Yes, let's go look at the block.
So we just closed on our newest project here, and it's a 23,000 square feet, another historical building, and it used to be the home of Butler Motor Company, and it's where back in the day they actually had interior showrooms for their old Model Ts and everything else. Lots of history, very cool building. We're going to try to save as much as the historical look we can while tying in a new modern loft style apartment. We're going to have 25 loft style apartments, and we'll have 2 retail units in this building. So it'll be another multi-use project, and we just closed on it, and it's going to be a busy year flipping this building over to be something grand again and get it occupied again. It's been sitting here for who knows how long unoccupied. There's a couple little spots that have been occupied recently, but upstairs, we'll go check it out, but it's been a while.
All right, let's go take a peek. See what you've gotten us into now. These stairs are custom, obviously, yes?
Very.
Okay. Oh my gosh. Look at the brick. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. I have
Make
not
sure
seen
heels
this
don't go
yet.
through the floor.
No kidding. Like, initial reaction, huge. This is massive.
This is just one floor. The
I was just gonna
matching
say, so downstairs
is matching, except
Wow.
there's 2 retail units that will be in the downstairs. That's a total of 3,000 square feet that front from 3rd Street to 2nd Street, but they're all the way in the back alley there just because we can't fit any apartments in there. There's just not going to be any windows. Every apartment will have windows forward facing between Magnolia, 3rd and 2nd.
This reminds me of our house, like walking through and seeing the floors, like, but what could be, I think is like a huge takeaway up here because so much space. The brick looks incredible.
For sure.
It's really pretty. Good investment. Nice job. High five. So in true Brick City Revival fashion, when an opportunity presents itself, you move quick, and an opportunity has surely presented itself down here in Leesburg again with this massive 23,000 square foot multi-use project that we're going to be working on. Make sure to follow us. It's going to be really fun and kind of cool to watch this whole project go down. I'm excited.
Let's go.
Let's go.